How's it, guys? Welcome back to Soccerbeat. I'm here with Shakes and my boy Cheezboy. We are doing a lot of trending topics from this weekend. South African football, giving you an update on everything that's happening. Just before we start, make sure that if you're joining Betway, Soccerbeat code, use that code and you get yourself an extra 25 Rand. Boys, let's talk about what's happening in South African football at the moment. Cheezy, I think the biggest thing that's the talking point right now is obviously the refereeing from this game, the game this weekend. A lot going on there. But we'll also chat about, there's a couple of new developments in the Saleng story. And then we've also got to talk about a couple other things as well. But you guys have to stay with us so you can find out what it is. Let's start off first with the refs, Cheezy. I mean, obviously there was a lot of decisions in that Chiefs game that on both ends for Stellenbosch and against Chiefs. But let's start off with the goal that made it 2-1 that put Chiefs into the lead right at the end. Cheezy, what's happening
Mikey. There? Disaster, man. Our officiating has been bad over the years, and we don't seem like we are improving, because every season we get these kind of decisions, I mean, I think Coach Barker is furious where he is. The players have worked so hard to try and maybe go into extra time. And, for me, my opinion, that's a foul. I think the goalkeeper has to always be protected. I think a small push, it might be a little bit soft, as people would say, but any touch towards the keeper in that box is a foul. I mean, the lineman picked up his flag to alert the ref that, look, there's a foul, there's a push. Because when I looked at the incident, the ref was not in a good position to actually see what's happening, because sometimes the refs, they get caught up in the game. You can't be looking at the flight of the ball instead of looking what's happening in the box, the shoves, the pushes, the elbows. Those things do happen. I mean, a silly foul from George, but obviously he's trying to benefit something for his team, and it worked out, but bad officiating, Mikey. I think this is just a call to, I know Mr. Hlongwane personally. I think we must get Mr. Hlongwane back to officiating. And Gomez, I think we must get those ones. Those ones really take decisions, Mikey. They're not scared of the crowd making noise.
Cheesy, I disagree with you on that. I actually don't think it's a foul. I think it's quite soft on Sage. I don't think it's a foul. And I actually think the goal should have stood. It's just the way that they handled it. Like, they give it, then the linesman's flagging it, saying it's not a goal, and then they're going and they're talking. And I don't understand why he goes over to talk to him, because they've got mics and stuff anyway. So why does he go stand next to him? And then they give the fans a chance to get on their back. And then they're talking to the fourth official. And I don't know why they're talking to the fourth official. And like, there's just so much going on there. And I don't know what
Mike, even Shane can tell you this. You know for a fact, when it's a corner kick, you are even told as a player, when you're standing in front of the keeper, you shouldn't be in close contact with the keeper. You need to give the keeper a meter. Unfortunately, the rules protect the goalkeepers, so goalkeepers also use that to their advantage. Any touch, any push, they go down. Yes, it looks a little bit soft, but at the end of the day, he was also using, a ways in so that he can protect himself. Unfortunately, the decision went against him. But if you look at it, Mikey, I'm telling you right now, my man, that's not a goal. That's a foul on the goalkeeper. I know the Chiefs fans are going to be like, hey, Cheez, as long as we won, we went to the next round. Yes, Coach Pito even once said it. Sometimes other teams benefit, but unfortunately for Coach Barker, it happened against Pirates in the cup they played. Pirates had a foul. They played it 10 meters forward. They scored, they won the game. He loses now again against the Kaizer Chiefs. I think hard done to Stellis, but Chiefs will obviously take it, because they really need to get up, and get into the quarters, semis, and try and win something.
There was a lot going on in that game. I mean, even Toure, it definitely wasn't his best game for Stellenbosch. The handball already looked very, I don't know what was going on there. And then obviously there's the hit on Sereno. And then also for Stellenbosch's goal, there's a massive push from him as well in the box. So I think Stellenbosch's goal shouldn't have stood as well. So there's so much going on there. I don't know. Toure probably should have been sent off as well. And there's just a lot that's gone on in that game where you just think, like, what's happening? Do you think we need VAR? Do we need VAR in South Africa?
Fana, Mikey, no, Shakes, it's defender. You can't reach the ball. You are putting your hand. I'm fit.
I'm afraid.
Bad, man.
That looked very suspicious. I won't lie. Also, that guy just picked up his head. I don't know what he's doing, But anyway, yeah, it was disappointing this weekend, guys. The officiating, and not just this weekend. The past couple of weeks, I've been seeing terrible decisions. The game against Sundowns as well. The
Mm,
officiating in that game was terrible as well. The ref kept on blowing the whistle, even if it's not a head injury, while Sundowns was attacking. So
mm.
yeah, Chiefs will take it. They'll say, yeah, we Sundowns benefits also, other teams benefit, but it doesn't leave a good light for our league, when the officiating is that bad. And yeah, like you say, Michael, both sides, not just the Chiefs one, but also that push. Also saw that push. That should have been a foul as well on that goal. But really, I don't understand. The flag gets picked up, and the referee decides to. I don't know whether they call it audio assistant referee who called that one or who called that call. But yeah, terrible. No, it's something we don't want to see in our league. So maybe we do need VAR, Michael.
Yeah,
I
we definitely.
disagree,
Yeah,
guys. We are not
we don't
ready.
need AAR.
Mikey,
Yeah,
Mikey, Shakes, Mike, we are not ready for VAR, guys. I'll tell you straight why I'm saying this. If teams are not owning the stadiums, it's going to be very difficult because it means only a few teams are going to be able to be using that system. All the other teams, the so-called smaller teams that change their home games, they're going to be really affected even if you get the VAR. And also something, it's going to cost us a lot of money, like we've said. Yes, yeah, we have money, Mzansi. We are Jews in South Africa. We have the facilities, we have the money, what. But now, the corruption is too much, my friend. The money, you might find that the VAR is supposed to cater for all the teams, and the money will be half the money will be spent on that. So they need to be transparent if ever they're going to have VARs. Teams must have they must confirm their home grounds for the full season so that if that is installed, it's installed on one stadium or on all the stadiums that the teams are using. Other than that, it's going to be a disaster, Mikey, because it's only maybe the big teams that will benefit because they are always broadcasted week in week out. What about the teams that we don't see that don't get televised? I mean, that's where all the mess happens.
Yeah, I don't think Cheez is gonna work for other teams and not work for other teams. If VAR is implemented, it should work for all the teams. And our minister has been bold in saying that it's coming. So yeah, it remains to be seen how they're gonna operate that with all these teams that don't have their own stadiums. But yeah.
So they need Mikey. So in this instance, if we get the VAR like the minister says, um, so are we gonna outsource the people that will manage the VAR or our referees who are currently struggling? Are they gonna manage to use the VAR in a correct manner, or we still need to outsource? That's more money, right? So unless we need another season or two to get our refs equipped in terms of how to become a VAR assistant.
Yeah, no, there's definitely more questions than answers when it comes to VAR in South Africa, and I don't know if we're ready. We need it, but I don't think we're ready. Guys, just a quick one for our supporters. We noticed that in our numbers that 25% of you guys are subscribers, and the rest are not subscribers. 75% of people who watch these videos are not subscribers on Soccerbeat. So make sure that if you're watching this video, you hit that subscribe button so that you get notified every time we drop a video. Guys, when we speak about all these things, we want to be as much as possible. We want to be positive about South African football. We love our game. We want to tell everyone to watch South African football. But then we have situations like the refs, and then we have situations like we've had on the weekend where they've had double booking of stadiums, Nedbank Cup. I mean, literally, we heard on Thursday or Friday that all of a sudden Sundowns can't play because there's a double booking on a stadium. I mean, we don't. Where else do you hear this kind of thing? And then you've got Royal AM, the SARS debacle. They're going to be sold. I mean, if that sale doesn't go through in the next week or two, guys, like there's going to be too many games to catch up, and then it's just not worth anybody buying the club. And then it's just going to be a matter of them pulling Royal AM out the league, and then we go to a situation where we only finish the league with 15 teams. I mean, these are really not good things for South African football now, guys. And we want so much to speak positively about our game and to tell everyone about how wonderful South African football is, but these things get in the way. Cheesy?
Aye. disappointing, Mikey. You know, I mean, double booking. I mean, those things are done way ahead, Mikey. You know, I mean, they should have knew that there is an event. There should be something that's happening there. Then Sundowns could have been able to move the game to somewhere else. You know, and it just sends a bad light. You know, I think maybe the communication between the two parties was not well, or maybe there must have been arguments before that, like, no, we are gonna play it. You know, and the stadium management is like, no, we have this available, you know, and it's just a distraction for the fans as well, and disappointing for them, because some of the fans travel from far, Mikey, to come and watch the game. They travel 2 days, 3 days before. You know, you must always think about the person that's taking out the money from the pocket. Yes, they might be refunded and stuff, but you might find that the date is no longer suitable for them to get to the stadium. You know, I think a bad example. You know, and coming to
Yeah,
Royal AM,
yeah,
coming to Royal AM, Mikey, I think it's going to be difficult for them to actually get a buyer for that team this time of the season. There's just too many games. There's just too many problems in that team. You know, there's just so many people that are being owed. So whoever's going to step in, yeah, surely the pocket must be, I don't know, this big or that big. I don't know, because yeah, they're gonna have to carry a lot of weight, a lot of baggage, you know, and disappointing that we having a season like this. I think first time, I don't know in how many years that we're having a team that just played 9 games to 10 games, still have a lot of games to catch up. My opinion on this, I think they might just donate all the 3 points, let Royal AM be relegated. When they get that side, probably there'll be an owner that will be interested, buy it at a lesser price, and also try and settle the bills and whatever's being owed to the players and whoever's uh, working at the club, Mikey. I think for me, that's just my opinion, because if we're gonna wait for an owner to buy a club and wait for AM to play catch up, when is this league gonna end?
yeah. It's not good. Shakes, just on that, when we speak about the stadium double booking, I mean, Sundowns can't afford. They've got the Club World Cup coming up. They've got Champions League. They've got the in all cup competitions. Like Sundowns can't afford for fixtures to get delayed and all this to happen. I mean, like there's congestion of their fixtures is already crazy. Like I don't even want to know what's going to happen. Miguel's already been complaining about the kind of calendar that his team's been having to deal with. I mean, it's double booking a stadium that can't happen now. I
Yeah.
mean, where do they fit in this game now for Sundowns?
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible, you know, and yeah, it really destabilizes the progress, you know, within the team and the planning and everything, you know. Just leaves such a bad light, you know, with such a big league. But you know, it leaves a bad light to the league, the stakeholders. I don't know who's at fault there, stadium management. But in this day and age, you know, to be double booked, I don't know how that comes about. But yeah, it's disappointing and just destabilizes everybody. You know, like you said, Sundowns got so much, so much of a heavy schedule, and now you have this. When are they gonna play this game? You know, uh,
Yeah,
it's just disappointing. You know, just disappointing.
yeah.
Do we
Quickly,
even
guys,
have
we
a team, Mikey?
yeah.
Do we even have a team that owns a stadium in South Africa? This is our stadium. This is a Soccerbeat stadium. It's owned by us. We train there. We play our home games there. You know, we can even camp there. You know, like how they have it in other countries. You know, in Europe. I think we are at a standard where we should be having those things where Orlando Pirates is got their own stadium that, you know, they no events are going to be taking place. Only football matches. You know, it's only Pirates there. Players can camp there. They can train there. They can do a lot of things there. But then when are we going to own stadiums, Buffett? I think that's the most important thing before we can get to the VAR and the double bookings and what. Ah,
Yeah. No, we're definitely very far away from that point. Yeah, just economically, I don't know how that ever works in our league. But let's quickly go to a Betway promo, guys. And after the break, Cheezy's got a new update for us on Saleng. We've got a couple of things we want to chat about with Nabi right at the end. So catch us on the other side of the break.
How would you like to win a little something extra just for joining the best in the game? For a limited time, we are teaming up with Betway and giving all of you access to a Soccerbeat exclusive. If you join Betway using the sign-up code Soccerbeat, now in March, you get 25 Rand extra bet. That's right. It's time to get way more out of every bet. Standard T's and C's apply.
And we are back. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. Make sure when you sign up for Betway for your extra, get extra $25 just by putting in the Soccerbeat Betway promo code Soccerbeat, and you get extra 25 Rand on your bets. Cheezy, there's been a new development in the Saleng saga. I'm so tired of talking about this topic, but Saleng's been pulled out of the national. Yeah, Saleng's been pulled out of the national team again. He played in the first game. The team went off to play Chan in Egypt, and he did not go along. And apparently, from what we hear, it's Orlando Pirates that pulled him out. And yeah, I was surprised they let him play in the first place, so I wasn't surprised when they pulled him out. Cheezy, what can you tell us about what's happening there?
Mike, I'll start off like this. In Sesotho, they say "Kehatet," and in Zulu, "Katele." English, I'm tired. I'm tired of talking about this saga and talking about Saleng now, man. Because I mean, we've tried our best, to try and get the boy in the right frame. There's there's ongoing topics every day about him, what's happening, contractual issues. We've seen him at the Bafana. He played a full 90 minutes, and I think with the club withdrawing him from that, it's because it's just going to make the club look bad, because it's like maybe the club is the one that's really at fault with their negotiations. And I just think now we just have to wait for the outcome on what Pirates decides, because they are in charge at the end of the day. If you're under contract, Pirates is in charge. For Saleng, just makes things worse for him. Who else will be interested? What if Pirates decides to let you go? Where are you off to? Are you still going to go to the clubs that were giving you the offers? Are they still keen? So there's a lot of questions around this thing, Mikey. So I just hope that it doesn't become a huge mess where FIFA's involved now, because that's just going to leave a sour taste on the Orlando Pirates fans and Orlando Pirates as a club.
Yeah, I do feel the tone changing a little bit with regards to Saleng, especially on social media and everything, where it was initially the fans were very much on Saleng's side. They wanted him back. They wanted them back. But the longer this drags on, you can feel that the tone is shifting, and now people saying like, "Hey, what's actually going on? Yeah, like this can't continue." And yeah, it's not nice, but let's hope everything gets sorted very soon. Quickly in closing, boys. So Nabi gets a win in the cup now, and Cheezy, there was some English in the thing, and he didn't mention anything about job offers after the win. So it seems only like when he loses, he talks about the job offers and he gets the translator. I don't know, guys. But yeah,
Sheikh, take it away. Translate. Me, I can't hear Coach Nabi, man.
Nabi,
when he wins, then I can hear him.
Yeah. No, guys, it just shows the amount of pressure the guy is under, to get results in the team, and yeah, when he's losing, I think the pressure gets to him. He really, you can't hear what he's saying on those interviews. He's talking about interest from other clubs, but when he wins, yes, it becomes easier for him to talk.
Yeah, let's give the man credit, man. Let's give Nabi credit, Mikey. At the end of the day, I mean, if Chiefs is doing well and getting the results, my man, what better way? I mean, people said the economy goes up when Chiefs win. So when Chiefs win, coach speaks English, my guy. So we must all know that. But I've seen now he won the game against Stellenbosch. He didn't even say anything. He just gave it to his translator. Here, Shakes. Okay, translator. I heard Soccerbeat are saying that when I win, I speak English. When I don't win, I'm busy with my home language. So angazi msheke.
Yeah, no, but to be honest, Chiefs really played well in that game. The likes of your Ngwenya, they did very well. Cele is impressive. So yeah, despite those refereeing decisions and everything that happened, I think Chiefs did play well and did deserve to win the game. So credit goes to Nabi. Let's just hope he can have that consistency going forward. That consistency is the one that's very important, because for Chiefs, they've been winning one game, and then once the supporters raise their hopes up, and then they go down again. So let's just hope they can keep that consistency going.
Yeah, and then
he said they're going all the way, Mikey, for this Nedbank Cup. He said they're going all the way.
Yeah, so that's how I quickly wanted to touch on that in closing. Obviously, we've seen the draw. Sundowns have still got to play Sekhukhune, but if they do get a win there, we're going to have Chiefs and Sundowns in the semi-final. Pirates have got Galants. The sponsors and all the fans have got a very, very tasty final lined up if all the favorites win their games. So I don't know how you guys feel about the draw, but I do see either a Soweto derby or Pirates versus Sundowns in the final. Could be very, very nice to watch.
They must leave it in the comments, Mikey. What are they hoping for to see, or who do you want to see in the final? between the last
Yeah,
four
but
that's there.
don't forget, Sekokune have also got a brand new coach in Eric Tinkler. Maybe cook some magic there, and we're a big upset.
Still early, Mikey. Don't poke shakes. Don't poke shakes, my guy. Yeah.
Guys, you know what? Anything can still happen. But yeah, I think we're still gonna play Pirates a lot this season, yo.
Imagine they meet in 3 finals. Could be incredible.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be nice, man.
Yeah. Okay, boys. Thank you very much for joining us on the Soccerbeat side. And make sure if you sign up for Betway, use the Soccerbeat code, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Oh yeah, out.
Soccerbeat, what?